Alright, this is Andrew with Yoda Home Inspections. We are doing a sewer scope. Today here in West Jordan, we're 8377 South Meadow Green Way. Today is May 26th, 2026, and we have the camera pushed out 94 feet, 95 feet almost, to the city connection. And now we're going to pull it back and record it and see what we find. I'm noticing something's running. I noticed that there's water coming out of that sewer access, and that's a sign that there's probably a toilet that's losing water. And so I'd recommend that be addressed. That'll help save some water. But this first connection point is called the nose on. That's where it goes from your lateral line into the main city line, and it looks like a good connection there. This looks like ABS pipe, which is a black plastic. From what I can tell, I don't know. It could be PVC. PVC would be more common. Yeah, that's probably PVC. I wasn't positive because there were so many stains that it looked like the entire thing was black. But now that as we're moving a little bit, it looks more like PVC. That looks like a wet wipe. Certainly want to avoid putting wet wipes down the line because those can build up and create a blockage. Starting to go underwater for a couple feet, not very long, but that is a little bit of a belly. As I said, there's water running from somewhere, and so I think that's probably coming from one of the toilets. It looks like you have a separation here where the pipe's a little bit offset. I can't tell if that has a fern coat fitting around it, which is like a rubber boot, but looking down the line you can see how the pipe is a little bit shifted, and so there's a lip on that top right hand side. That's a spot where waste could get stuck, and if enough waste builds up and gets stuck there, it could create a blockage. If that does not have a rubber fern coat and it's separated, that's a spot where soil could collapse. If that continues to move and separate, that could also cause soil to collapse. And so it's certainly not ideal, but also hard to predict. Looks like the pipe really drops right there. I think that could be a little bit of separation. Luckily it's dropping into the line, but it's not good to have that much movement. Otherwise, again, it's a smaller area where waste has a harder time getting through. This is a little section of cast iron, and as you can see, cast iron gets really rough and rusty. It will eventually need to be replaced. I would recommend getting the insurance on this line, and that way if there's ever a bigger issue, they can help clear the line, or they can put money towards repairing it. It's hard to predict whether those couple of offsets will cause an issue here or not. Good chance they've been there for a long time, but just because it's not had issues for one family doesn't mean that another family wouldn't have problems, just because lines are used in such different ways. How much water is put down, whether wet wipes are used, how much grease, whether that offset separates at all in the future, that can make it worse. So definitely hard to predict. Would be ideal if they weren't there, certainly, but I'd say they're moderate, and so they're ones that I would have a hard time predicting whether it would cause a problem or not, or whether they would continue to move. I'm going to end this recording now.